everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I'm doing something a little different. When I was on Pinterest, I saw this pin for Halloween edition of Would You Rather, and it just had like 20 different Would You Rather questions, and I read through the questions and I was like, this would be kind of fun to do on my channel. So that is what I am doing today. I'm doing a game of Would You Rather. So yeah, like I said, there are 20 questions. So let's just jump into them. The first question is, would you rather walk through a graveyard at midnight or spend the night in a spooky abandoned house? I'm gonna definitely have to say walk through a graveyard at midnight because I can put my chair on high speed and just hightail it out of there, and I don't have to spend hours or a whole night in some creepy, spooky settings. Question number 2 is, would you rather dunk for apples or carve a jack-o'-lantern? And I'm probably gonna say carve a jack-o'-lantern. I've seen some pretty cool jack-o'-lantern carvings on Pinterest. I was like, they have some really creative, really fun ones now. So I would probably do that. Number 3 is, would you rather be allowed to eat as much Halloween candy as you want for 1 week, but then have what is left taken away, or be allowed to eat only one piece of candy a day, but never have it taken away? I don't know. It's not a question that I'm like, I would really care about because I'm not a candy person. I really don't eat candy at all. I'll eat Starburst and Skittles sometimes if it's around, but otherwise I don't eat much candy. I don't like chocolate, and a lot of candy is chocolate, so I don't know. I think I'd probably say maybe eat as much as I want for a week and then have it taken away. Because I'm not going to eat that much anyway unless it's Starburst and Skittles. And someone can have the rest, so they can take it away and keep the rest. Question number 4. This one was a really interesting one that I was like, I'm not so sure. So number 4 is, would you rather meet a vampire or meet a werewolf? I like this question, but again, I'm not sure. It depends. It depends on, I guess, the vampire and the werewolf. Who it is. If we're talking about like vampires like Klaus or early season 1 Damon, like the dangerous vampires, then I'm probably gonna say no. I'll take my chances with the werewolf. But if we're talking about like kind of, sorry Stefan, but kind of lame vampires like Stefan or Edward, who's like, they're harmless pretty much, then I might say vampire, maybe. Since they're harmless, I mean, I could be around them and ask them a ton of questions about what it's like and not worry about them killing me. So I guess it depends which vampires I'm dealing with. Question number 5, similar, but this one is, would you rather be a vampire or be a werewolf? Now for this one, it's also kind of a tricky one because with being a vampire, would I have compulsion? Like, are we talking like TVD vampires where you can compel people? Because if so, I'm gonna go with vampires. But then the downside is, unless you have like a daylight ring, you can't be out during the day, only at night. Werewolves, you can be out during the day, and they have self-healing powers. So, it's a tricky one. It's a good question. But ultimately, like I said, I think it comes down to the compulsion. Because I really want that power. I really want that compulsion power. So, if I can compel people, I'm going to go with vampire. Okay? Because here's the thing. When I was a counselor and we would do icebreaker questions in groups, one of the questions I sometimes asked was if you could have any superpower or ability, what would it be? What would you want? And I've always said I wanted the power to compel others, like the vampires in TVD, but mainly because when I was working as a substance abuse counselor, I would always tell my clients, if I had the power of compulsion, my job would be so super easy. Like, I just need one session with you. I'll compel you to never pick up a drink or a drug again. You're good. Go on, move on. Like, one session, that's all I need. And it would make things so super easy. Although now that I'm not a counselor anymore, I kind of wonder, like, how would I use that compulsion ability now? Because I don't see myself using it or, like, misusing it in a wrong way. I'm the type that I'm just like, I like to use my powers for good, and influence for good. So, in my work as a counselor, it would be super helpful using it for good. But now that I'm not, I'm like, what would I use it for? I don't know, but I probably still want that compulsion power. Okay, question number 6 is, would you rather read a spooky story or watch a spooky movie? And I am going to say read a spooky story because obviously I rather pick books, but also because I'm starting to get into a little bit more horror movies now, but I never really liked horror movies before. Books and movies are like two completely different things. And I don't get scared easily with horror books, which is why, I'll read a ton of them and I love them, and they usually don't scare me at all. Except for a couple. There are a couple that have been scary, but for the most part, I usually don't get scared with horror books. But horror movies is a whole nother story. I don't know what it is about movies, but the visual and the audio and everything that goes into a movie, it just scares me way more than a book does. So I typically don't watch too much horror movies, although I have been getting into them more lately. And I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that I'm older now and they don't scare me as much. As a kid, I could not watch horror movies at all. But now getting older, I'm like, that was okay. I'll watch some horror stuff and I'm like, that wasn't bad. So, I don't know. But I'd still say I'd pick a book over a horror movie. So, Question number 7 is, would you rather have a costume that is really amazing but also very uncomfortable, or have a costume that is not anything special but is comfortable to wear? And for this, I'm going to say have a costume that's really amazing but kind of uncomfortable. Because I'm like, I can put up with a bit of uncomfortability for a few hours. Not a big deal. I mean, I feel like as women, there's a lot of uncomfortable clothes that we deal with. Hello, bras, like, who invented these things? But yeah, I feel like we're just kind of used to some uncomfortability when it comes to clothing. So I'm like, I'll be uncomfortable for a few hours. It'll be fine. Question number 8 is, would you rather have a homemade costume or a store-bought costume? This is easy. It's going to be store-bought because I do not know how to make a homemade costume. So I wish I could. If I knew how to do one, I would. But I'm going to have to go with store-bought. Question number 9 is, would you rather get 20 of your favorite treats on Halloween or get 50 treats that are not your favorites on Halloween? Well, again, like I said, I don't eat much candy anyway, except for Skittles and Starburst. So I'd probably say get 20 of my favorite treats on Halloween, because I really don't eat much of them anyway. So, okay, so question 10 is, would you rather go trick-or-treating with a group of friends or get paid $20 to take a little kid trick-or-treating? Again, pretty easy one. I'm kind of old for the whole trick-or-treating thing anyway. So if you want to pay me $20 to take a little kid trick-or-treating, that I will gladly do. Number 11 is, would you rather go to a really great Halloween party where you did not know anyone, or go to a kind of lame Halloween party where you knew almost everyone there? I'm going to say go to a lame one where I know almost everyone there, because if I were to go to a party where I didn't know anyone, I'd be pretty miserable the whole time, because I'd probably be just in a corner watching people talk and dance or whatever, I don't know. Because yeah, I do not initiate conversations. I'm not the type to go up to someone I don't know and just start talking and making friends like that. Like, some people are amazing at it. Like, they can just go up to anyone and start talking and become best friends, and I'm just like, that's a gift. That's a skill and a gift I do not have. And I really hate small talk. And most of the time, when you meet someone new, you always start with some type of small talk. And I absolutely hate small talk. Yeah, I'm going to say go to a lame party where I know everyone. Question number 12 is, would you rather win a contest for having the best costume or win a contest for making the best jack-o'-lantern? I would rather win best costume, especially if I'm going to be uncomfortable in it for several hours. I better win best costume. So I'm going with that one. Question 13. Would you rather have to sleep in a coffin or have to live in a giant pumpkin? I am going to go with live in a giant pumpkin. Because sleep in a coffin, I'm just like, I have to sleep in a certain position. Otherwise, I'm super uncomfortable. And I don't think I would be able to sleep comfortably in a coffin. Um, I mean, if I could sleep comfortably in a coffin, then fine, I do that. Because I'm not claustrophobic or anything. Small spaces don't bother me, but I have to be in a certain position. I don't know if I could be in that position in a coffin. So I'm going to have to go with live in a giant pumpkin. Number 14. Would you rather have to eat 6 fish eyeballs or eat a small frog? I'm going to say eat a small frog because I have eaten frog legs before. So a few years ago when me and my family went to France, um, we went to Paris, and that was the one thing I told my parents. I was like, I really want to eat frog legs. I really want to try it. And I did, and I mean, I wouldn't say I love it. It was good. It depends on where you get it too. Because I think they make it differently depending on where you get it. But it was good. I didn't love it, but it was still good. So I would eat a frog. Yeah. Question number 15 is, would you rather have to wear your Halloween costume to school every day? I'm going to substitute school and say work. So would you rather have to wear your Halloween costume to work every day until Thanksgiving, or have to wear a jack-o'-lantern over your head to work for the first 3 days of November? Well, if my Halloween costume is good enough to win the contest, then hey, I don't mind wearing it every day till Thanksgiving. And right now I work from home anyway. And so it's not like anyone's gonna really see it except for my brother. So question number 16 is, would you rather help to design and make a haunted house or go to a haunted house that someone else has created? I would like to create and design a haunted house because I think that would be super fun. I'm a super creative person, so I think it would just be so much fun to make my own haunted house and, kind of put my own interpretation on it. So I'm going to go with that. Question 17 is, would you rather be chased by 5 zombies or be chased by 1 werewolf? I'm going to go with, I was about to answer, and then I thought, wait, are these zombies slow? Are they like the slow walking zombies? Or are they pretty quick? Because if they're pretty quick, then I'm gonna take my chances with the werewolf. But if they're like the slow walking zombies, then I might go with them because I could probably outrun them and get away pretty quick. So if they're the slow zombies, I'm gonna go with zombies. But if not, I'll take my chances with the werewolf. Like I said, if I get bitten and I turn into a werewolf, I get self-healing powers. So it's not entirely the end of the world. Okay, so question number 18. Would you rather trick-or-treat in a neighborhood or trick-or-treat at a mall? This depends. What are they giving us at the mall? Like, if we go trick-or-treating at the mall, are they still gonna just hand out candy? Or are we gonna get some mall products? Depends. Like, what am I getting in my trick-or-treat bag? Am I gonna get some Snickers and Skittles? Or could I get a new iPad? Because I will go trick-or-treating at the mall if that's the case. I'm gonna say the mall for this one. Okay, so 19 is, would you rather eat all of your Halloween candy or trade your Halloween candy for $10? And you guys already know, I've said it multiple times in this video, I am not a candy person. So I'm gonna trade all my Halloween candy for $10 because that's at least one paperback book at Barnes and Noble or 2 to 3 books on Book Outlet. So I'm gonna trade my candy for the $10 and get me a book instead. Question number 20, last question, is would you rather dress up as a devil or dress up as an angel? Simple. I'm gonna go with angel. I mean, look at this face. How can I be anything but? Alright. So, yeah. Those are the questions. That's the Would You Rather kind of Halloween edition that I found on Pinterest. So, I think these questions could make for a really fun tag video. I'm not going to tag many people. I'm going to tag one person in this. And then if you want to do this, feel free to definitely do this video. And let me know in the comments below if you do it, because I definitely want to check it out and see what your answers are. But I'm going to tag one person, and I will tag Princess over at The Princess Da. I will leave a link to her channel down below. You guys should check her out. Her videos are super cool. So that's it for this video. That's the Would You Rather Halloween tag edition, whatever. Again, let me know in the comments if you do this. I would love to see your video. And let me know, I want to know, because my hardest, I think one of the hardest questions that took me a while to figure out how I would answer was, would you rather meet a vampire or meet a werewolf? So that is the question I want you guys to answer. Leave me a comment down below and let me know, would you rather meet a vampire or would you rather meet a werewolf? So that's it for now. I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye.